On this week's Waypoint, future PS4 players had the best week ever. 14 Mobile got some love, and the Moonfire Faire brings on the swimwear. What's up, guys, and welcome to Waypoint, your weekly Final Fantasy XIV recap for September 13th, 2013. I'm your host, Kata Andresco. The big news of the week was an announcement about the future of 14 on the PlayStation 4. Previously, Yoshi P has said that gamers might be surprised by how fast the MMORPG will make the leap to the new console. PS4 beta will start on February 22nd, 2014, the same day that the next-gen console actually releases in Japan. If you currently play a Realm Reborn on the PS3, you'll be first in line to play the PS4 beta. As if that wasn't enough, PS3 players also found out that there will in fact be a price break if you'd like to upgrade to the PS4 version upon actual release. How much of a break? How about totally free? That's right, PS3 players will be able to transfer their existing characters into the PS4 version of the game and play at no additional cost. But wait, there's more! Sony fans also got a tease when previously mentioned cross-platform PS Vita playing was confirmed. We're not quite sure what that means, but it looks like 2014 may just be the year of the console. Speaking of Final Fantasy on the go, this week we also saw the launch of the iOS app, Libra Eorzea. iTunes users can head on over now and download the free application that contains some pretty cool items. First up on the features list is a full database that includes NPCs, items, equipment, and so much more. As is typical of many releases though, Android users are left out for now, but there are plans to bring the application to both Android devices and the PS Vita. This week also saw the kickoff of the first official seasonal event in Eorzea. The Moonfire Faire is an event held over from the MMORPG's original release that celebrates the need for heat-resistant gear during the dog days of summer. Want to take part? It actually isn't as complex as you would think. Head to one of the Cascadier officers in any of the 3 major cities to get the scoop on the event, the rewards, and some story about, like, bombards or something. Just south of the Aetheryte Crystal, on the shores, you'll see a bombard fate that occurs pretty frequently. Complete the fate, get wet bombard ash based on how well you did, and head on back to buy your very, very weird swimsuit and an achievement. If you're feeling especially eventful, you can farm this fate a few more times to pick up the swimsuits that were available last year in version 1.0. Or you can sell your collected ash on the marketplace for a tidy profit. Earlier this week, Square Enix posted a notice on the Lodestone reminding players that they should not be using their Square Enix account names or passwords for other sites or services. This comes quickly on the heels of a noticeable increase of guild sellers in-game. While Square Enix has taken a policy of temporarily suspending accounts engaged in suspicious behavior, they are also requesting that if you have used your name or password on other services, you should change them on your Square Enix account immediately. 3 words for you, friends. Get an authenticator. You can order the security token if you want to pay, but you can also get a free authenticator download for your smartphones as well. While Square Enix doesn't believe that this is an internal security issue as of this recording, they did say that if it becomes a bigger issue, they'll force all players into a password change, so keep your eyes peeled. What's up this week in Final Fantasy School? Well, today we're going to talk about Materia. To start off, if you're unfamiliar with what Materia even is, think of them as gear gems in other MMOs. You have open slots on your gear, and you can add materia to each slot to add stats to the gear. How do you get materia, you ask? Well, there's obviously the easier way of buying it and paying others to meld it, but that's going to get expensive very fast. A somewhat cheaper method would be to make and meld the materia yourself. Here's how. First, you need to make the materia. To do this, you'll need to get some existing gear to be fully spirit bonded with you. While that's happening, make sure you finish the quest, Forging the Spirit, available in Central Thanalan. Once done, you can take old spirit bonded gear and convert it into materia. But remember though, this conversion does destroy your item. The type of materia you will get will be dependent on the type of item you convert. Convert a thaumaturge's staff, for instance, and you'll end up with intelligent-based materia. Putting the materia onto current gear, though, takes a bit more work. You'll have to level a craft besides cooking to at least level 19, sometimes higher, depending on the level of the gear you're attempting to add. You'll also need to complete the Waking the Spirit quest and have some carbonized matter on hand to meld your materia. To get the nitty-gritty details on materia that I can't cover here, head on over to xivnation.com. I want to thank Netflix for sponsoring this episode of Waypoint. For a free 30-day trial, just head on over to netflix.com/GameBreakerTV. You can start watching Netflix today on your PC, Xbox, PS3, iPad, and more. There is no commitment, and you can cancel at any time. Sign up today by using netflix.com/GameBreakerTV and start streaming thousands of movies and television shows right to your TV or mobile device. Okay guys, last up here on Waypoint, we again want to take some time to showcase your greatest work. Drawings, videos, or tattoos, if it's Final Fantasy XIV related, we want to see it. This week, I want to do something different though. I want to celebrate the Moonfire Faire and call for a vote. I'm going to show you Gamebreaker's own J.K. Kennedy's Mikote in swimwear, and XIV Reborn host Mike Burns' tall-ass Elizin in his, okay, well, sure, we'll call it swimwear? Now you have to vote. Let me know in the comments who's sporting the best swimwear, Magic Man or J.K. Kennedy. We'll reveal the winner on next week's show. If you haven't checked out the XIV Nation, head on over to xivnation.com and join the fastest growing Final Fantasy XIV community on the web, and maybe get your work featured on a future episode. That does it for this week's episode of Waypoint. Be sure to check back every week for updated Final Fantasy XIV news. I'm Kat Andresco, and you can follow me on Twitter at Kat Andresco. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys at the next Waypoint.
Gamebreaker TV.